The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Before we continue, we're going to let Grace speak briefly. I said Grace. Cece, speak briefly. Let us know who you felt like was your enemy of progress in the house, and then you can explain because I saw you wanted to add your input to the situation, and then you can add your input.
So enemy of progress in my house, I didn't have an entry of progress, but watching the show back, the sister, because I was so nice to them, and I didn't think we had like beef. Like I would smile to them, and I would receive smiles back. I just hate fake energy. Like, if you're going to come to me correct. Why are you doing two-faced? Like, I don't understand why your sister's not here, first of all, because I had questions for her, but that's okay. You saying you're analyzing situations without nothing to be. It felt like y'all, nobody was checking for y'all, first of all. Like, you guys were in your head so much throughout the entire show, but let's leave it at that. I don't want to talk too much. Thank you.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay, so going based off what you guys are saying, we had nothing to analyzing. Nothing to analyze. You guys.
Address me by my name, please, and thank you.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Address me by my name.
Wait, did you say you had to analyze when you walked into the house?
No, she's saying we had nothing. They're saying we had nothing to analyze when we were talking about whatever we were talking about in that room, right? Mm-hmm. We had competitions before we got into the house. We had competitions before we got into the house.
Where you sister though, actually?
No, for real.
We're on a business trip.
Oh, okay,
both of us. If it wouldn't make sense for both of us to miss our business trip, so she had to go to that one.
I understand.
So,
appreciate you though for being here as well.
So, the house wasn't the first competition. We had other stuff. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There were some things that was not shown.
I agree.
And you can ask production. We had 30 girls before. All of y'all got analyzed.
But quick question, but why like not like that, but why are you the only one that keeps going back to talk about production? Like
the reason why I keep going back and talking about production is because there were some things that was left out that really could have been
I think
key.
everybody has something left out though.
Absolutely. When they have their turn to speak and whatever it's relevant, they'll bring it up. But I'm just speaking on this specific situation. The reason why we may have looked like the bad people or the bad guys, or we were talking about stuff that may not have seemed relevant to you guys, but to us, there were once 30 girls. And we had competition with 30 girls. Everybody got analyzed. So when we got into the house, now we're like, okay, we knocked out the 20, or we beat 20. Now let's focus on the 8 other girls.
So you were analyzing the other 8.
Yeah, of course. That's all it was. Now regarding the food, we just had breakfast, right? So then now we're just trying to film. We want to film. And then all of a sudden, when we're about to get ready to film, he says, okay, we're going to wait a little bit longer. We're like, okay. And then Grace is like, when can we eat lunch? We're like, when can you make lunch? Where can you eat lunch? Whatever. Now you're trying to be extremely particular with your
Now it's the same.
Anyways, then get corrected. Check me, boo. Anyways, so when it comes to the food situation, we're like, yo, we just ate. We want to get the show on the road. We just ate. That's it. That is it. Now, if you want to be mad because you're clearly tense.
There's a fuss.
What?
You said, analyzing whatever. So, first of all, at the our meeting time, I ate in the house. And secondly, even with the food that I
What does that have to do with analyzing?
Hold on. That's what I'm getting to. So how does, because we started when you guys are talking in the room, right? We haven't done anything. Only based on
No. We have done something. That's my point.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying.
That's my point.
With it before we got into the
Yes.
house. Okay, so how does me being always hungry, analyzing me for being always hungry has to do with the competition? With
We were joking.
What? You were joking?
No. Wait. Not joking, like not. Wait a minute. Not joking to make. No.
All right.
Not to make a joke saying like I want to make anybody laugh. If me and my sister, if we want to joke with one another, and we want,
It's looking a bit crazy.
We did. We joked.
One house, ladies.
We joke. Like I said, I have somebody in the house. I have somebody in the house that I'm comfortable enough to do it. She has been.
One house.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if you don't like the way I speak with my sister,
I've said one house 3 times, please.
Okay,
Let's
but-
just continue.
go ahead.
I would just like to say, at the end of the day, treat others the way you would want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Regardless of you saying that it was a joke, you cannot dictate somebody else's receptiveness of your joke.
You said what?
The way she received your joke, it offended her. So you trying to be sassy and say, oh, it was a joke, and then trying to explain, oh, it wasn't a joke to make other people laugh, it was a joke. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, respect the fact that she said that it did make her feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because what is it our business if she's cooking lunch again when everybody's gonna chop? Did you cook
Not
lunch?
for myself, for
I didn't have to
everybody.
cook lunch.
And production.
I didn't have to cook lunch.
So, but did you eat?
I didn't have to cook lunch.
Did you eat?
I ate once.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You still
I ate
You
once.
still ate at
What do you mean by that?
Once.
You know what I'm saying?
Once. Which is fine.
But anyway,
Which is fine.
Cece,
Yeah.
you had your hand raised?
Yes.
Because I'm
Make it brief,
understanding.
though. Make it real brief, though, please, sissy. Like, you know.
If 2 + 2 is 4, make this make sense. Because what the fuck is this? TikTok. First of all, thank you, because you saying you analyzed and picking me and Grace, picking on her. That means you see us as your strongest competitor. So thank you so much for that. And honestly, it's not good to be lying. Like, as a child of God, I don't understand. You said you're a Christian, right? You believe in God, right? Yes or no? Like, I'm confused.
I am a child of God, and at the end of this competition, you will see I'm a child of God.
Nice. We love to see it. But as a child of God, you should not be lying. That's my own sha. End of.
This thing.
I do not lie.
Nice one. You have said like 5 different like now, and I just came inside. Nice one. Let's keep on becoming.
So, ladies, you guys participated in a couple competitive games this season. First off, I want to start with Sissy. How did you feel about the pepper? Was it really that spicy? Like,
Nice one.
I didn't make it to the pepper competition. And you also know that because you were thinking last one.
nah,
That's
that wasn't me. That was my alter ego. I'm sorry about that. No.
You actually missed it earlier. He did mention that he felt like maybe he shouldn't have been too aggressive, you know? So.
Oh my God. Okay, how did you feel though once you were eliminated as well?
I mean, I tried my best, and then on top of that, like, I had no sleep. I was coming from work, and then, like, my hand was fucked up because I had an allergic reaction on my hand. It was just a lot going on. Like, they woke me up out of my sleep for that competition. And then on top of that, I felt like they switched my car. But
No, I'm not gonna
It
lie.
is
That
what it is.
first competition was like this because
it
I was not expected to be washing clothes on Naija bad babes. And secondly,
Competition, no.
but it's okay. That's fine. The spots on the clothes were different.
I agree
And
though,
then the
but
soap inside the individual container was different.
it wasn't about the spots though. It was really about how light the spots were.
Oh, that's all you.
Like, it wasn't about like the spots, how many spots you had. It's about how light, like how transparent they were after they were washed. And obviously, the same type of thing was put on all the clothes. Like, so that's just what that is. We'll leave it at that though. But what was going through your head after like you walked away from the beach? Like,
I wasn't gonna get my hair wet.
that's crazy. So just like the money out the door, like you don't care.
I had to pay shoot when I had to leave here, so it's like that's guaranteed money. So it's like,
Okay, but what?
What in that situation, like, and you probably could have won it all. I'm just saying though, in the situation you could have won it all, but that right there stopped you from winning it all. Was that situation worth $10,000?
It's not guaranteed this job. I mean, I agree. Hey, I'm just asking you questions, though. To be honest, I'm here for the vibes. Like, her 10K, not 10K. I'm here to just turn up, enjoy the vibes, create experiences. But in that specific moment, my hair was very important. I didn't have any products. I didn't have anything to style my hair. Like, I need specific stuff to work with my hair, and I didn't have any of that.
Because you have the Nigerian and white here, like it's not the carpet.
Ew.
Judge.
Yeah, but no.
So, AK, see, we saw that you were teaching with girls a few 8 counts here and there. Wasn't jetting at first, but he said by force, by fire, few people will let. Tell us a little bit about how dancing makes you feel, or just that whole experience of being actually being one in the house. So do quick talk to go. How and stuff.
Okay, well, dancing makes me feel happy. I just love to dance. I just be in my own zone dancing, like, you know. And teaching at the house was very random, to be honest. I can teach, okay. You know, so as we were teaching, everything was fun. Everybody seemed happy, like everybody was having a good time. And then, you know, I guess my professional side came out in a way that's like, who is talking? And it's a thing with Africans in general. We can't talk. Everybody rapping, you know what I'm saying? So that was when I started getting like frustrated in a way, like, Jesus, who is teaching this? Is it everybody, the 10 girls, is it just one person? You know, so, but apart from that, I had a good time with them. Just even watching the show, like seeing how everyone was smiling and laughing, that actually made me happy. Like, oh, they were having fun. And it was all about fun anyways. But when the talk was just too much, when the talk became too much, it was like, oh my gosh, should we just freestyle now? Because it's giving freestyle. You know,
so another question for you. Do you have background in dance, or was it just a thing that you decided to be that person to be like, hey guys, let's come together, let's learn this dance, let's kind of have a little Naija Bad Babes bonding moment?
In the house or the Buga dance?
All of them, like all of them in general. Like, do you have like a background in dance that caused you to be like, is that what, you know, like influenced you to kind of like, okay, let me be the dancing one, you know, like to bring everybody together and.
Yeah, well, I'm a full-time professional dancer, choreographer, content creator.
Okay.
So the content side of me came out doing the shoot.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, yo, let's just shoot something for the content. You know what I'm saying? And that was when I made up the dance, the
yeah.
I made that up, and then I taught the girls, and they learned pretty quick, and that was just a fun
yeah.
shoot, which actually ended up going viral.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful, green.
Yeah.
It was so good. And the house, I was asked to teach a class at the house. So I was asked to teach at the house, which was out that as well. Yeah.
Okay. So the last question that I have for you guys, it is a bit sensitive, but I do feel like it does need to be discussed just because we are all women and we do all struggle with insecurities here and there. There were comments made about body shaming in the house, and I would just like to hear from a select few. Grace, I know because you were part of the people that kind of bared the grunt of it, how that situation made you feel, your truth in that situation, and just, you know, what was going on through your mind when, you know, we're hearing gorilla ape, you know what I'm saying? Like all sorts of, it was a monkey, it was a type of monkey, right? Correct me if I was wrong. Ogre, oh sorry, ogre, that's even
Shrek.
worse.
Isn't that
That's
Shrek?
worse. That's even worse.
Shrek is worse than a
I don't
monkey
know how
though.
Shrek is worse than a monkey. Yeah, Shrek is mad worse than a monkey, but how did you feel when you heard?
Okay, so with me, it's a thing whereby when you're confident in yourself, nobody can bring you down. And it's a situation with me like, if you can bring another lady down, that means you're insecure. You're and I'm the wrong person to come for. And the only situation I heard was the like, oh, look at your belly, da 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 da. Honestly, watching the show back, I barely like watched what they said because I'd rather not even listen to it come out from their mouth, you know. I literally just skipped it because they didn't say it in front of me. The other stuff that was said, it wasn't said in front of me. It was other people that was actually like telling me, like, oh, this is what they said. This, that. Or like you're 12 years pregnant, this, that, belly button, periods, whatever. She had a lot to say basically. I don't know if you guys watched this last episode. So other people were telling me about it, but watching like the episode, I would actually like fast forward their part because they're very irrelevant to me at that point. So the body shaming part, if you guys saw in the video, like it didn't get to me. That's actually the first time somebody has like tried to come for my looks and all of that. But I'm surprised that it didn't get to, because I really have a tough skin. It takes a lot for you to get into me. I must really consider you as someone in my life for you to get
For it to
me.
affect you.
You know? Yeah. So she was very much, or she and her sister, they were very much not, you know, they didn't have that power to break me down. That was just, and it was funny to me, like, you're coming for somebody, but then you got your body done, you got your boobs done. You're talking about my boobs being saggy, but your boobs are done, you know? So why are you talking? If anyone should talk, I would believe it should be the last person talking, you know? But I really don't.
Yeah, I don't care. I would never like look at somebody and talk about that, but because you never know who's
Going through morning.
strong to that you go to depression from that. It just happens to be me that give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I was able to act it that way. But it could just somebody else, I would never talk down on somebody. And it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was a situation we're talking about being late and we doing makeup every single time. I didn't say, oh, your cousin you. Or I didn't attack her for her to, like, you know, come for me. You feel me? So it was just like,
So I'm gonna ask Kelechi, how did you feel witnessing this happening? How did you take it as a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you feel like, hey, that's none of my business? Or did you truthfully feel like, hey, maybe these comments shouldn't have been said, you know?
I felt like, okay, they were arguing at first, and, you know, like, they were going back and forth. Cool, like, everyone, y'all could disagree on something or whatever, but when it got to, like, both of them going back and forth and disrespecting each other, I was like,
Yeah.
Conversations went 0 to 100.
Yeah.
I felt like that wasn't necessary to like insult
One
each
another.
other that much. If you guys wanted to disagree, go ahead, go for it.
Yeah.
Argue as much as you want. Do as much as you want.
Yeah.
But like, don't disrespect.
No, completely. And lastly, Jessica, what about you? Because in the beginning, the first episode, we saw how you were very vocal about your opinions in regards to the situation that happened in the first episode. So how did you feel when this was going down? What stance did you take, you know?
I wasn't taking anybody's side, but I do feel like them going at each other, talking about each other's physical beings and physical, you know, appearance was, yeah, it was very degrading. And I feel like, you know, there should be an apology, honestly.
Do you guys think we can get an apology?
I did not come for physical appearance before she came for it. All I said was take off. She said take off your wig, and I said, well, take off your makeup. Then I will take off my wig.
Who said take off your wig first?
You said it.
I said take off your wig.
No,
first.
you said take your makeup off first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I said take off
Thank
your makeup because
you.
we were talking about
And then
the
even
makeup.
during that time, taking off your makeup insinuating what?
We were talking about.
I know what we're talking about.
No, hold on. Calm down. We were talking about how we're being late,
What
and I
are
was
you
like,
insinuating?
"What if you
If you're
want to
talking
talk
about body
you gonna let me talk?
Is
or
your
you gonna
face
keep
not
talking?
part of your body?
I didn't
Is your
say you're
skin-
ugly.
Ah,
I
face
said,
body.
Is your skin not part of your body? Wait a minute. Let's
Just
do this.
saying.
Okay, if you don't want to say your face, she said skin. Your skin is literally the largest organ on your body. You cannot. No.
Okay,
You
I'm
said
like
see. You said look who's talking. Look at
Use
your
the mic.
face.
Use the mic.
Hold the
Use the
mic,
mic.
use the mic.
Am I tripping?
Cannot.
And then I
Somebody
said,
who wear makeup
for somebody who wear makeup every single time, take it off then look at your skin. You're talking, I take my own skin with a good. I can't play the video.
Absolutely.
You guys are supposed to do that.
And says completely.
But I said You guys are always coming late. I don't know, they caught some
We're
parts
past the
too.
late part.
Like, you guys are always coming late. So, like,
No, the
they caught
argument was about them cheating on the competition.
No. But
We're not
you know,
talking
we
about
were
late.
done. We were done. And then the makeup thing, the late coming
Let me
came
know when you're
in.
ready so we can
and
play
then
the
we
video.
talked about,
Stop interrupting now. Be respectful.
I'm sorry, you joined me.
It was the late coming and the
It was,
makeup
and then the makeup and the late coming came together. And the reason why I said, oh, you guys are always coming because you're always doing your makeup. You know, that was basically what Brother. I know what I said. I'm gonna take accountability for what I said. So you're not. I didn't mention anything about you being ugly. I didn't mention anything about you being fat.
Well,
I didn't
the clip will be
anything.
played, and then we'll view it, and we'll see who's right and who's wrong in this certain specific
cannot-
situation.
I'm so sorry,
Go
but
ahead.
you cannot fight in the mud and expect not to get dirty. You cannot come for someone else's face. You cannot come for someone else's skin. You cannot come talking mean about anyone else if you do not want to get talked back yourself.
I didn't care
You
about
cannot
that.
do that.
No.
You cannot do
For
that.
number
You're talking
one.
about
No, for
insecurity.
number
No.
one. For
You're talking
number
about insecurities
Hold on,
on. Wait, Chere, I beg, people, please. You cannot come for someone's physical appearance, period. When I told you, or when I said, hey, I must be competition, you decided, you threw the little whatever you had in your hand, you go, oh, of this?
I said you?
Exactly.
That's what I said.
You
So what does
then you
you have
said
to do
for
with-
someone who wears makeup every single day, what does my makeup have to do with the competition? If I'm telling you that I'm competition, I'm talking about physical.
Your lateness,
That has nothing to do with the competition.
you're not
Let's
a
not deflect
competition.
that.
You said
Don't
I said you're not a
deflect.
competition.
Do not deflect.
I said you're not a competition.
Do
I
not
said what is
deflect.
there to compete?
You are
Like,
just the reason
you-
why you're upset, and
Upset
I'm not
what?
trying. I swear, Grace,
Upset to
I am
what?
not trying to defend or justify body shaming. I'm not. I'm
Guys,
not.
please wrap it up.
Yes, I will. I'm not. But you cannot come for me and my physical appearance
I didn't
and
come for
think
your
I'm only
physical
gonna,
appearance.
and think
That's
I'm-
what you need to
and
understand.
You,
I said
okay. Do you know how earlier you said how you
I
felt?
said this.
How you felt? This is how I
Oh,
felt.
it was a joke.
Then let it be a joke. Then let it be a joke. But clearly it's you. But clearly it's how you offended. I'm not the one offended. You're the one that's claiming body shame. Body shame. You're the one that's claiming you Kevin. So for me, don't come for me. I won't come for you. You're just mad because my insult was bigger.
Okay, Ada, please. All right.
Do not come for
Enough.
me.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Do
guys.
not
Thank you
come
guys.
for me. Do not come for
Guys,
me.
guys, that's
If
enough.
you want
That's
to call
enough.
somebody ugly, make sure you yourself is not ugly.
Oh
come for me.
my God. Guys, that's
You're
enough.
insinuating something. You're
Guys.
insinuating something. Do not
All right, ladies. Grace. Edja. Cause last. All right, Mama, please, one house. Thank you.
It's good. It's good. Share that-
Anyways, nonetheless, moving on.
It's always one house.
Last, as Naija babes, we know we'll para with each other, but nobody's really going to be throwing blows for it. So let's just be calming down, okay? Let's just be calming down small.
You can still
Do you get?
Yeah, basically.
You can't be all back.
All right, y'all. So, we have now reached the end of our reunion.
Wow, that's fast.
As you guys have seen, there is a lot to unpackage. There's a lot to take in. There are a lot of different perspectives, but we do appreciate the fact that you guys are here today with us to experience this moment with one another.
Every last one of you guys.
Every single person. Every single person.
Round of applause, please, for everybody. How far now?
So, we want to say huge congratulations to all the finalists for making it here. After 30 was 20, after 20 was 10, and y'all are all here. But the moment has come.
9's here.
9 is here. My
Thank you,
bad,
sister, too,
because your
by the way.
sister is
I
not
see
here.
you-
My
she's in the
apologies.
I see her, no, she-
But now the time that we have all been waiting for is finally here. The biggest question that we all have, that the audience has, that our viewers online have, is who was Naija's baddest babe?
Huh? The winner?
Who was the Naija's baddest babe in the house? There can only be one. There can only be one.
Come on, Ada.
Are you guys ready?
Wait, what do you mean?
Are you guys ready?
Oh,
wait, when y'all do that? That's interesting. That's new.
Congratulations to all the finalists. This is the final moment, the last moment. You guys will not be going back into the house. Everybody was basically judged off all the challenges you guys did. So based off the challenges and obviously the last 5 finalists, a winner has been chosen for the Naija Bad Babe Season 1. We're going to open this envelope. And I understand you guys are confused. That's kind of part of it. Because there's no reunion without the show being done. So if y'all didn't get that.
Elimination, like after, like how did you guys come to that conclusion?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem. All right. Well,
So without further ado, I guess it's time for us to find out who really was the baddest babe in the house.
For Season 1.
West Side.
Damn.
Not me like.
Oh dang. Okay. I guess I gotta go first. Okay. So the person in first place has been disqualified. Because she left the mansion during the shoot. Chi-Chi, I'm sorry.
And our first place winner for Naija Bad Babes is Greg.
Congratulations.
Wait.
Yes, ladies.
So from what I'm understanding, Chi-Chi was in first place.
How?
I don't know. I just learned that from this paper. She was in first. She was in first place, but she left the mansion during the shoot. So
that automatically disqualifies you guys, because at the end of the day, we all know what was signed up for when arriving to the house. The competition was for you to make an outfit
to stay
out of
there.
what you had in your suitcase. So at the end of the day, for the simple fact that they got to go home and come back with a better outfit.
Oh.
You already knew.
The one where I was the one that called them out.
Wait, but that's the competition?
No, but the whole thing is you're supposed to stay in the house the whole time. You weren't supposed to leave from the show. You're supposed to, and Chi-Chi, I mean, from what I learned from this paper, I didn't know that myself. Congratulations, though.
Well,
Grace.
thank you.
What? Can I get some of the money though?
Where's my 10K first?
You take Naira?
No, we take pounds. I'm just kidding. Naira is bad. Are we in Nigeria?
I'll get your money to you. I'll get your money to you. The criteria, that is a great question.
That's what I was about to say.
Because personally, I just learned this off this paper.
Mike, what was the criteria?
Can we get a criteria check? I don't think these
that.
ladies are happy about that. Yeah.
We can discuss this after the cameras are off, but as of right now,
Can we get Mr. Wally Pere out here? Can we get the mic?
No, he can't have me. We shouldn't be discussing this, but based on what we went through from the first episode to the last episode, we felt certain ladies carry a certain point. As you go, you lose point, you gain point. Based on what you did, like you do it, and knowing we kind of base around overkill. And then, since we're not going back into the house, we held the points where it was right then and there. And at that point, Chi-Chi was in number 1, first place, but again, was disqualified because they bent the rules. Then the next in line was Grace. Dave, am I missing anything? All right.
So Grace, how do you feel?
Lunch on you.
So Grace, all right, one house, ladies, one house.
Go ahead, Danny. I think Danny had a question.
No, I'm like excited for Grace. I'm so happy. I'm just not understanding how that's fair to Freak and NK. Like, the point, because the point system wasn't a thing when we were in the house, correct?
Yeah, I think you guys were being graded without knowing you were being graded. Like, they weren't telling you have 10 points and you have 15 points. It was grading going on behind the scenes. Because if you knew you were being graded, then you probably would have been on your best behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, but you should know where you are in the competition. It's like you taking a math test. You're not gonna know. Okay, well, what you at the end of the test. At the end of the test, not during the test.
Even if you study, you could fail.
Hey, I didn't study and failed.
So this is not that bad, babe.
I didn't even take part in the top 3.
Yeah, season 1.
The last thing that you guys did. So I'm like.
All right, ladies, one house.
There is no more house.
Ending scene, please, ladies. Let's just wrap up the ending scene, please. So once again, we want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this memory. We want to thank you guys so much for being a part of this experience. Regardless of the ups and downs that transpired in the house, I'm sure that we've all learned from this situation, and we can go forth and do better. You know what I mean? Grace? I'll send you myself. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm super proud of all of you ladies. You came out, you showed yourself, you were very confident, you didn't let anybody back you guys down, and I love that for you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you.
I need that.
Get out my mind, yeah. By my lingo, shit, you finding out to sabi on God. Don't wanna waste no time, yeah. Up the level, never seen somebody like me before. I wanna like my thing, cause I'm boss, baby. I'm here for now, I know. Baby, no go stay for long. You're still my lady, I'm confident, I know. You know, say she dey cool my mind. Just tell me if I stay.